with a view, dripping wet with the sweat of another damn nightmare. There was this girl and she wanted to give me love, something I just couldn't accept. Why did she always visit me in the night? If she only knew how I felt, what I was, she would not be here lying next to me. A liar, a thief, a breaker of hearts and promises. I am that selfish destroyer of all things beautiful. I was in Kansas City once. A person I met in an elevator told me how beautiful the city was. I wanted to see what they saw. All I saw was burnt-out buildings, grown-over ivied walls. There were abandoned cars and shopping cart houses. Beautiful, not a word I can describe from the memory of my own eyes. When I hear it, I think of childbirth, of meadows and faraway spaces. Places I can only read about in National Geographic. I have seen those pictures. They are beautiful. They are honest. They are not inside this room. They are outside, far away from me, but next to you. I search for a towel to wipe away this pain dripping off my face. I pray for help. I pray for something meaningful, something a little more beautiful. We are born slabs and boulders, jagged pieces of hardened granite, stone from abstract to statuesque, sweat pours from fingers calloused. The hammer finds its mark repeatedly, as chisel finds soft spot in veins. Chipped imperfections show character, for once what was shapeless takes form. Completion always behind schedule, as labor's toil makes skill set decrease. Hardly ever satisfied with results end, still each of us our own masterpiece. To the edge of forever, to a place nameless and make reticent return, where a heart of fire, dead ones burn, gone having been exposed to ice and wind, frosted over by the bitter cold. A survival trail impossible to the unfit, where souls evaporate bit by bit. Extracted a pound of flesh, pints of blood, a fair exchange for that ounce of love. The mysteries uncovered during travel's task, behind the walls set grotesque masks. Weathered to the bone, left only with skin, the sheer realization established once again. For this journey heeds no direction, for it's just a map of my own reflection. Soul searching for a kismet equation, quest of fools on a painstaking journey. A variable, my heart became a victim, as the answers they came rather quickly. Requited for another man's transgressions, a jagged smooth, how very well he traveled. I played the dupe by my own admission, her damage and despair they unraveled. Guardian I was placed over this treasure, as was this cross which was made mine to bear, to be carried great lengths and to any measure, destiny and fortune juxtaposed with fear. For you especially. Flower that grew in the cold ground, chasing the morning dew across the grass. A sad moment of realization, when bullet hits bone and yesterday is forever gone. Holding that moment like a torn ticket at the turnstile, I sit here in wonder, not amazement, at how fastly it just came and went. I gave you a name today, thief. To call you robber would be grave. Pickpocket would work, I think, if the pocket was on my chest. But what would I do with my hands? By my side is no place to be. They would just end up like my shoes, or rather my gaze going straight to you. Take the aorta, since it's yours already. I'm going to bequeath you my eyes. You can have my tongue for kissing, although it's no more for its lies. You see, it wasn't that hard, thief, and all you had to do was ask. Instead, you're in and out of pocket, with barely a beggar's chance. A girl sophisticated and refined eludes me through life's mystery, traveling over the pages of my mind, ghostwriting my autobiography. In the first chapter, she came as a dawn, waking me up out of timidity. I stood in the sun a little too long, ghostwriting my autobiography. Chapter 2, she was a redemptive shot. To anyone else, she would have been fine. Still, I was stuck inside one's mental block, traveling over the pages of my mind. Became a recluse in the third chapter, hiding from things I thought I didn't need. Pain just wasn't worth the chasing after, ghostwriting my autobiography. In the final chapter, I was denied, looking for a place of sanctuary, traveling over the pages of my mind, ghostwriting my autobiography. A hologram. She was more a figment than a remnant, the dark shadow at the edge of the bed. With each passing day was apparent. Insecurity found company inside my head. The dark shadow at the edge of the bed. A shape formed out of forgotten wants. The girl found company inside my head, whispering softly her nocturnal taunts. Shapes forming out of forgotten wants, impulses that should have long been dead, whispering softly her nocturnal taunts. Insomnia for the sins I committed. Impulses that should have long been dead. With each passing day it's apparent. Retribution for the sins I've committed. She stays more a figment. I read the things he wrote, the beauty of his words, how perfectly he laid down his feelings. I wondered why it made you run. Were you scared of the truth? Written on small pieces of paper, pieces of one's heart given to another. I never understood him, so I could really never understand you. He had a way of saying things, of pulling on heartstrings. You had a way of getting it twisted. He put everything above you, yet you felt it was beneath you. I never understood you, so I could never understand him. I thought you and him were perfect. I wanted a million chance. But nothing is perfect except for nothing. No, I never understood nothing, not even one bit.